They say, if you check our electoral law, he talks, a person will not participate for primaries, no fit wear the jersey. But just when they come out now and say, then do another primary, and he participate for that one. But I'm breaking news now.
Primary where they visible, do I know they visible?
The party said they do primary.
And what will be the condition where they give on to say where they take about this guy come from this particular thing?
The case when he carry go, he not really carry the thing the way he takes.
Imagine they say they particularly
oral evidence.
Oral evidence. And oral evidence that talk say okay, take your own mouth talk. If reality don't state, say, look, oh, this person no contest for election, no, and then of course for the primaries. While the primaries they go on, men also remember say he in the contest for presidency, for primaries so they do. So I don't understand the equation. I don't know how it take relates.
Who could be our court don't talk.
Anyway, court don't talk.
Supremo. Anything when they talk now be final. If the thing pay you, go report.
No go any further to question them.
If you pay you, go report to God. Now so Supreme Court on deal. Once they don't talk, you don't talk. Anything where they your mind, just they your mind. But we get 3 minutes. Now we'll just rush all the major story before our guests go come. The first one get to do with this situation we they face. Under pressure, they say the ringtone of Nigeria. Under pressure, Nigerians under pressure. Under pressure, Nigeria. Under pressure. No fuel in the fuel tank. No money in our pocket. They say matter still red. People not fit still get cash over the counter. Even though CBN not talk say maybe they pay people over the counter. Some people they talk say now 5 naira. I get one friend where be say in pocket full like this. In pocket full. Waiting there inside. Now 50 naira and they give her for bank. Some people see they face that situation. Some they wake up by 3 a.m. kiss their wife.
I'm going to the ATM.
No, filling station.
Oh, filling.
People they sleep for ATM now. They say the pressure still there. But Oga President talk say make Nigerians no worry. Say he go solve this problem with the camps. Now our first story on top of acid the hall.
And from that first story, we will also search out this second one. And this one they come from the mouth of the Academic Staff Union of University. As the president, we name the Professor Emmanuel also DK, don't come and talk say, look, Nigerians, if now one vote for the person who go lead now for this next upcoming election, make now vote for person who say he dey credible, he shout and say credibility. Now be the cocoa. He can also talk say person who say he go carry education for head. Take him very serious. Of course, you go know why he talks so now. I want to say, now don't see the back and forth crisis will happen between ASU and federal government and the number of months where students sit down for house. And I believe that based on this, he come and contact say, Nigerians, open your eyes, shine your eyes, well. Make sure say if you are voting for anybody who will lead you, irrespective of the position or the person they contest for, vote for somebody who is credible. We can also ensure say he put our inside education so that our education go fit they compete with other education for abroad and other developed countries. Now our second story, now be that.
For our third story, and the story where we go chook mouth well on top, it concerns how young people, if we check the number of those who don't register to vote, how young people between the ages of 18 to 34, now them plenty pass. And why is it very important for these young people them to they vote during election? If you dey young and you know say the future belong to you, because now you go live for the future. Come on, your papa don't live his own life. If your papa die today, una go cry small and una go move on because he don't live a life well spent. But young people, their future still be ahead of them. And these young people suppose they participate actively for everything when we say it concern how their future go take better. If you as a young person, you don't participate, that one na your problem. Today we go look the numbers and we go ask question. Our Ogbonge visitor don't join us. He go tell us why is they important. Make young people they participate for election. Then most importantly, why these young people must vote in young person. We understand the plight of young people. Now our third story, and it go be our major story on top of acid.
And from that third story, we could enter into this next one. This one, people just they vex right now. People they vex, they para. Ask why they para. They talk say they never see their PVC collect. And of course, from the report they get, they talk say about several millions. That is plenty millions of PVC they uncollected right now. And the people call they give this say, look, I never see my own. They never print my own. They give me excuse me, I come till now. I never see them. And make also be in mind say I be extend them to 5th of February. We just pass right now. 5th don't pass. I don't expire, which means people right now, if you go across state, you go see say thousands of PVCs are yet to be collected. And Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians are still coming out to claim, say, make the state further push this in. For Ibadan, for other states, Then they vex, they push this thing, let us collect our PVCs. And of course, based on this now, we're not going to know the action we INEC will take. Because INEC don't talk, say, after this final deadline, there is no going back. So they're not going to extend any of that thing. But we also see if they will still probably reconsider to say, okay, let us push it by some other few days. Let us push it by 1, 2, or 3 more days. Maybe we'll see whether INEC will respond to that. Now, our final story be that.
What we go do now to enter break? Once we go this break, come back, we're go see the young candidates.
Yes.
When we say one go State House of Assembly. Make una don't forget say we dey tell una say no be only February 25th election go happen for this country. Oh, that day presidential National Assembly. Then March 11th, 28 states for inside this country governorship. Then all the states, the state houses of assembly. Those ones that then they make the law inside the state. Not be say when your soup miss, you can't blame Buhari. Oh, Buhari, my soup. Husband and wife go to quarrel. Oh, Buhari, no. Make we know now. Why would they carry people where we say all the matter concern? Make they use their own mouth. Tell you now what be their job description and what they want to do for now. We'll go this break, come back. The matter go begin the hot. I don't they sweat on top of acid hot. Where's my handkerchief?
Sorry.
They
blow you breeze.
Hey.
No, the AC, people say the AC found out. The people say the government something will down here. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
You know, my best conversations are the ones that are the warmest.
It's nothing but God. Like, what if you never get to blow? Like, what if you never make it in life? What do you want to do with your life?
A lot of men, divorce is rampant.
It's not just about the interview, but about the connection.
I was a props man, the car props man. I was a producer.
Wow.
Sweet, I'll be like,
I can't play a part, you can't play my part. You know, we have a lot of great conversations on With Today, but there are some of them that I say you have to watch.
Until you normalize mistake, you will never enjoy your life.
Yes.
Dr. Makinde said, Nikia, this is prolapse.
But there was no one to take care of me.
I don't want to break down. Ow.
With Trudy showing Sundays 5 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on and enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
What is difficult in you putting your home together? I don't see you apportioning any blame to your son here now, do I?
My mom is here because of her health conditions, not to do your house chores.
You know, I just got back. And usually Rachel helps her in the kitchen.
Neither Rachel or my mother is my wife. You will cook my food for me.
You're my husband. I live with you, so I know how you think.
If you have any brain in that your head, you would know that you
will not talk to me like
I will talk to you whichever way I choose to.
You will not raise your voice at me ever again in this company.
You want to beat me? Then be prepared to lose everything, because I won't hesitate telling Nico the unvarnished truth. Yes.
Game Over, showing Thursday, 6:30 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
Center will talk about that. The people say the government something will down here. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Welcome back to Acid Hot. Inside studio. Our Ogbonge visitor don't join us. I go clear my throat before I introduce them. I say, why you declare your
No, I declare on your behalf now.
I declare your truth. That one be like said, now tractor they go need clear.
No. Stop
things
it.
don't block her.
Stop it. I don't like that. Stop.
If people they talk about young people for inside government and politics, and they call they talk say young people need to be educated. This one they educated. I don't say educated. It's a big book where. In fact, from when in the primary school, I not be class captain. They don't know saying go contest election from when he's small. Because from when he's small for primary school, people they shout say, come and be our class captain. Please come and lead us.
You know,
come and lead us.
You know, say children English that time. Now, funny kind of way. That they talk. Come and lead us.
Unkubi, don't try it.
Come and lead us.
Unkubi, don't try it.
Come and lead us.
Unkubi, you go back for Luku Primary School. Don't try it. Don't try it.
No.
Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't
Are
try
you
it. Don't try
embarrassing
it.
me?
Don't try it. Those of us who even go bet K, we know they talk. We walk so and they say, come and lead us. Come and lead us. I want to go get this on Dr. Hassan Zamani. Dr. Hassan Zamani, now they wear the jersey of the People's Democratic Party, Etios Atu, Lagos State House of Assembly. If they good make we emphasize so that we go. You know, say we bring Banky W last week. Banky W now federal constituency. Then Banky now those ones they go Abuja, go make law for the whole Nigeria. This our honorable now. And then they go Alausa, go make law for Lagos State so that we are clear. Welcome, Dr. Hassan Zamani.
Thank you very much.
This is your answer.
Dr. Zamani, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening.
No waste time. We'll just go straight into the conversation. We'll start first with the small chops so we carry come. The first one, we've been discussing the pressure when President Muhammadu Buhari dey under as he take concern this cash scarcity and the petrol scarcity. In fact, they say no if he sleep because now be petroleum minister. So the thing they disturb our some people say no lean, say they look in neck. He don't go inside because day and night he dey disturb am. Some people talk say as those governors can't go visit them, the governors, because of their love for Nigeria, they say the governors, some of them won't even they cry, say, there is no money, president, please. They love this country too much. They go meet Oga President, they call, they beg and say, please solve this problem. Say when they even give Oga President dinner, he say, I don't want to eat. Then I only couldn't drink, sleep. Since that day, he does they think. I want to ask you, some people they talk, say, this our leaders then. Anything when they no feel, you know, they consign them. This cash scarcity be like, say, it touch everybody. Because for these governors to just develop this love, as you strike, they no visit. Some other things happen, they no visit. But this one, they develop love. They can't go visit Oga President. Oh, go tell them, say, Nigerians are suffering. We don't like this, please. It be like, say, this cash scarcity that everybody affects. What do you think of this pressure when Oga President they on and the governors, them when for their love for this country and the people, that they put pressure on Oga President?
One of the reasons we make Oga President talk say him they do this cash redesign. Now say him won't try reduce vote buying.
Yes.
For the country. So and one of the reasons some people when they complain now for their own interests and the thing that they affect masses for grassroots because grassroots now most people know they use mobile banking.
Yes.
Nobody no transfer now cash. If you enter downfall, you they go where you they go. Your normal money activity now still cash you go use. Roadside you want chop all those mama now still cash now you go use. So the thing it they affect the masses. But if we still look at the other way, now say they try prevent vote buying because most of us election day go reach in the morning. Person will be say you go see them from January to December. You don't support one particular party. On that money, now party will give them 1,000 or 5,000 naira and pack of rice. Now they go vote for. So all these things now part of the reason why this cash, because Oga President, they try prevent this particular vote buying. So it affects grassroots, but we know say change now uncomfortable process. So for the little time, make we try at least some banks don't try get cash. This few days now. So some areas it is scarce, while for some areas it's still there. So make we just try manage because the government just want make him do credible election before he go. We see Beavers where he don't introduce. We do Beavers accreditation on Saturday. And the thing they very fast. 1-2 minutes, you don't vote. It don't be like before where you go come, they go do biometric, they go do, you go check, they go give you paper, you go carry ink, you go put. No, this time around, immediately you come, you scan your PVC, they scan your face. They just give you automatic, you don't tap. The thing don't go straight up. Sharp. 1-2 minutes, you don't vote. So all this thing now because say he won't give us credible election. Now why? So make we just know say change.
So just exercise more patience.
Exercise more patience.
Change for the good take time.
Yes, so
no
change.
problem. No need. We'll not even discuss this one further. As we don't discuss this one, we'll just move on.
Okay, straight up, still related to under level we can concern vexation because right now, just like say this is the season of where people they vex, and this one get to do with PVC. A lot of Nigerians don't come and talk say, my PVC I never collect more, and then from the record we get, they say there are still millions of PVCs where people never collect for several states. I'm looking at this. Okay, now make we look at INEC, of course, assure Nigerians, say, look, we will ensure that this election is credible. We will ensure that people get, at least they don't deny people's franchise to vote and all that. But looking at this, there are indications say, yes, people will be denied of voting because already the deadline don't end. But subsequently, looking forward, how you go expect INEC to ensure, say, subsequent election, of course, starting from elections, if it play out, by next year or in 2 years' time, make them ensure, say, then do the needful when it comes to PVC collection so that this kind of crisis will be experienced. Once the elections they come, we're not going to experience them again. What things be that major step where INEC take right now to put an end to this wahala?
One of the things we say problem where INEC they get now the distribution. And if you check them from the time where people register, the registration this time around and the registration before, it totally did different. Because this time INEC just open them for their portal online. So you guys go online, register. When you register online, you can go to their office. From there, you can do accreditation. They will give you one small paper. And that paper, some people only don't fade. Some people don't lose them. So most people know they digitally, they know get digitally informed. They don't get mobile phone. So mostly, now the political parties, now bring, like we now, for my constituency, now we bring devices. We go down to the grassroots, places like Takwabi and all those places. So we help them register because they don't get access to internet and all those things. And secondly, some people don't travel, they never still come back. And some people don't go, they know even maybe their company don't send them a message as in the village, say, they resume this week. So they know if you come back again because of PVC. They know if you come back, say, okay, make I come collect. So now why the PVC is still plenty for there? So what thing I feel now say, to say INEC get their data and their phone number, at least make them reach out to those people for message. So even know, say, okay, Mr. Benji, where you did, okay, I still did Benue, you never come back. And fit see how you fit send person or maybe them fit dispatch the thing, give them for where them day.
And
but
also
the
fit vote as well.
Yeah, they're not go fit vote for where them day because you guys come to where you register the particular polling unit.
So it's good as we just they take this matter and everything they go straight forward. We can't discuss this one when concern people will be say if we even check those when they're within that age bracket of 18 to 34, then plenty inside. These now people when they school inside Obodo, Nigeria. The ASU or Gakpata don't come out. They tell Nigerian parents and including students then when they reach the age to vote, say if they won't vote, make them vote in government when they're concerned about education. And when go do everything to see, say all the challenges when we they face for that sector we solve them. Then most importantly, government will go invest in education because education now it be like the foundation when every country we want to develop must stand on top. Some people don't come out and talk, say this talk when they talk now. You don't want to talk direct, saying they go through the corners. Say if you want to talk direct, make it talk in mind. Talk who you want make them vote for or who you want make them don't vote for. Because if they talk like this, it go come be like say, get plan, no get plan. But all the more, this one I point out to the fact, say, we need to do a lot for education inside Obodo, Nigeria to find the solution. But if they be like, say, all the different governments who don't get, then they try what they try because they see the budget, but they get any impact for education. Looking at the fact that we get young population, how you take things, say, any new government will enter at the center and even for the states, because some states, then they disguise, that then they're responsible for primary and secondary education, but they hide. Everybody go, they blame the federal government. How you take things, say, these people go solve the problems what they see for our education sector?
One of the major problems we face now, say, because say, the ASU strike and why university, they and why people still, young people, now the thing affects. And a lot of young people, they house for about 8 months. Now, these 8 months where students don't the house, nobody complain. No governors gather themselves, go meet federal government, say, wait till they happen. No senators, nobody gather, go meet. Now, federal government and ASU, now they face the wahala. So, for my own opinion, I say, okay, all these states, federal universities, where they for each state, make the kukuma break them down to state level. So that if you don't do state level, make we know say, okay, if now these states, they get issue, where universities, they strike, another state, university, they function. So that way, the whole states go, they wake up, say, okay, this state don't they strike for 6 months. Before you know, people go on say, okay, this state and this state, no, they always go strike. Make you try go ahead, then make it just be national problem. Once the problem starts, the whole federal universities for the whole 30 states don't go on strike. So if they fit break down to states or make states they handle all the federal universities so that the federal universities, when they give states, the problem will be for the states. So if this state they strike, another state no go they strike. So that way, it go fit at least help some people make them know, say, okay, now here make we the channel our energy go strike no day. Because some people they come up from here, go Cotonou. Because they go Ghana. Yes, they go Ghana, they go Togo. Because say they go do 3 years, 4 years, they don't finish. Because say no strike. Because that place, now one body for one particular state, they handle the university. And mostly in a private universities. Now government, but now private individuals, they run them. So now why you be say strike no day?
Dr. Zamani, if no be say, make it not be like say, person they, we supposed give you award. Who know, who go school, go school. Who no book, no book. Una go notice the way when we say, doctor, if you read book, reach the level of doctor, it's not small, oh. It's not small, oh. Now, why would they talk, say, young people, we get the capacity, make una come out, make una stand up. Now we get the future. Yes. Now we plenty pass for population. Why we can't allow people when we say, with all due respect, if they check the next 10 years, they're not going to get the power to do the work of government, to continue to chart a path for our future. We'll enter the main one. And here we go know whether Dr. Zamani, he really prepare, saying come on top of the show. According to the information we say I next year, 9,464,924 people, and then be the people when we say register newly to participate for the 2023 election. And this will make up 11.3% of the total numbers where they are registered. If you now see what's in the screen now the voter distribution, that one when they up for red, now the number of men when register, or when they inside the voters register, 49,054,162. If you check the one when they in green, now the total number of women when they inside our voters register, that one now 44,414,846. If you do the percentage, men now 52.5% and women now 47.5%. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If you check that number of all the voters who inside this country, where we say the total number of those where we say registered to vote now, 93,469,008. 37,060,399. Their age now 18 to 34. Una they hear out of the 93 million plus when the voters register, 37 million plus. Now just people will say their age now from 18 to 34. And if you add all the numbers when they 18 to 34, now just 16 years. 16 years. And for this country, where we say people when they're 40, 45, see they claim, I am a youth. I am a youth. You get one political party that time, their youth leader, that's in 62 years.
What is the talk? 62
years.
Daddy now.
Their youth leader now 62 years. This country, person when they're 50, see they wear jeans. They shout, say, our boys say, Malians, Malians, Malians. If people when they're between 18 to 34, now 37 million, now we say now young people, now they're supposed they determine, because if they come out their votes, anybody when they give their votes to, know how when that person no go win. Especially given the spread when young people get across Obodo, Nigeria.
Chikudi, make I also add up this particular figure. I'm looking at this in middle age. Also, people who fall between that is 35 to this thing, 35 to 49 this thing, 49 years old. Themselves carry an important figure will reach like 33 million. Imagine these are still people who say if you look them, they agile. Add up 37, add up 33. That one they give you almost like close to 70 million. And this one now people still claim say that they young. You understand? Of course, what be the define factors when it comes to an election?
If we even go by life expectancy. Person when they're 40 years.
Still young now.
He go talk say death no day
at all.
But Dr. Zamani, make we ask you, why he be saying that this particular age, especially 18 to 34, on election day, they go turn street to Old Trafford.
Yes.
Now that day, then go plan with girlfriends, say, oh, come and see me.
Come around, please.
Come on Friday night, there's no movement on Saturday.
Yes.
Let's come and watch season film. Let's watch series.
And monitor the election on TV.
Netflix and chill. Many of these people, if like say they know they care about this country, they know they participate. What do you think say they cause that thing? This voter apathy on the part of young people?
One of the problems, I say, young people, my young people like me, most of us believe, say, because if you look the election from 2015, they come, you go know, say, disappointment, they always there at the end of the day. The person where the young people want, maybe that particular person, win. So a lot of people, they disappointment. They believe, say, okay, my vote, no, they count. So, and when you know vote, now where rigging they take place with that. So young people now, they don't really want to understand how the process they go. So now, if you look, within the age of 18 to 35, make I give you my statistics, because from 35 to 18, now I'm very young and agile people.
Yes.
Now we'll get 39,775,375 voters. Now, if you look this category of these young people, now, for this Southeast, South, and Southwest, it be like say the young people, you know, say young people for here, most of us, we quickly get information across to ourselves from social media, Twitter, and so on. So, the young people for these zones now, this Southwest, Southeast, and South, they get one particular favorite candidate, where at least 70% of these young people, they push for that candidate. And their hopes, they're very high, say they go win. But now, politics, this election, na numbers, na game of numbers. Now, make we break them down. Out of the 39 million of between the age of 18 to 35, now 65% they northeast, northwest, and north central. The state with the highest youth na Plateau State and Kano. Kano gets 5 million voters. Out of the 5 million, over 2 million now young people where they this particular age. Plateau get 1 million, Bauchi get 1 million, Adamawa get 1 million, Borno get 1 million. The only states for South where youth enter million now Delta, Rivers, and Lagos. This now the 3 number of states. So young people now, the connection for young people out of these numbers where you call way big, because we young people now, we like to work with assumptions. And politics no be waiting you go just assume. Where you go just assume, oh, now like this be we don't plenty for this area, now like that be, but no, it takes 36 states. And these 36 states now you go vote for this election. So now, if you break, like I tell you, 60 to 75% of this youth, they not. The youth for the north and the youth for this south, there is no coordination of this same movement. So that movement now will be like, say, okay, young people don't wake up for this particular side. The other side, the young people, they know they're on the same page. You don't understand. And that other side, now there the young people plenty pass.
The numbers.
Because if you look, when we do NSAS for here, the youth for north, they no take part. To tell you, say, we know they're on the same page. They just, they look. Now we there, we come outside, protest, make them reform police, make at least they increase police salary. So now, at the end of the day, whether we like them or not, some people will get disappointment for this election. And as it be like this, now 2 political parties, 9 days for this upfront. 2 political parties, 9 days pregnant. In the next 20 days, one go give birth, one go get miscarriage. At least the other one, now like third first. But one thing about young people, we say, let's assume it now, say, the process where they produce candidates, we need to take part for that process. Because now political parties will present candidates for us. We now will be the electorate, where they vote, go come say, okay, now this one we want, now that one we want. But that process where they produce candidacy, young people know they take part.
Okay, Doctor, may I ask you this question?
Before you ask, Doctor, go break, because I know say, once your question hits ground, fire go envelope everywhere. When we go this break, come and we'll continue the discussion. Doctor, the numbers in they give us. I say, who sabi book, sabi book? Who sabi book, sabi book? Now here, I see they call states, they call numbers. Now why would they carry people when sabi come on Monday? When we go this break, come back, because the talk done, I don't sweat. I dey sweat now, see am. I dey sweat.
Talk about that. You have to the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. When they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ lọ́wà. ṣẹ́rí wọ́n bá ọkọ̀ alẹ́gò bàbá yí ẹ̀ mo wá gbọ́ pù mo ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. mama ọgbà penalty ayé ẹ̀ lọ tún ẹ̀.
Raymond, what did he just do?
I dropped Pop-Pop now.
Important land document, that's what you should take Pop-Pop.
No vex. As a Russian. This is the brand new show boy. I make it rain. What's my name?
Will you marry me?
Good afternoon. Who are you looking?
Sweet sugary.
You're not staying that. It's upstairs.
Hey! Help me, Lord! Hey! Will you all stop? You want to kill me? I'm robbed. Hey, shut up!
So, Shego, these are the people you have been harboring in this apartment.
Is it true that the devil is a destroyer?
Well, that depends.
And are you related to the devil?
Squatters, showing Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, 5 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
Congratulations. Wow. You have a beautiful baby girl.
A girl?
Simple biology tells us that a man produces the chromosomes that determines the child's sex.
Get that thing away from me!
Mama, that is my child.
Aren't they your daughters too?
If I place a curse on you,
Are you not a woman too? God gives children. Show your girl.
Which one do you have?
Mama, remember that you have 3 daughters.
That's your useless morsel of a wife that is controlling you.
Go ahead and insult me. No, go ahead.
Give me a male child that will answer Obi.
Tales of Eve, girls only, showing 6:30 p.m. Wednesdays on wazobiamax TV.
Just like say the government something down here, they will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Yes, welcome back. The program still remains as it is hot. And I sit there for studio with my brother, Ezugu Chukwudi. And our bonga guest, Dr. Hassan Zamani, will be the PDP representative, who, of course, will vie for the position of House of Lagos State House of Assembly, Etiosa too, still there with us. And before we actually go that break, I will ask one very important question. And once again, Dr. Zamani, you're welcome. The question what I will ask, of course, you don't give your statistics about regions and number of youths we make them. And of course, previous elections of we know as all these things they be, and the fact say a lot of youths, of course, then are major impact when it comes to election in those areas. But looking at the present face we're there right now, a face where we say people don't classify as I don't want to use the word. A particular word because of for some reason, but people don't describe this period of this particular government as a period where we say it don't teach them a lot of lessons. Hardship, day high, as described. A lot of things are going wrong, and youth. If you look the voices of youth across countries, across regions, a lot of them not even come there on the side say, okay, I just stick to a particular region, I just stick to my region. Looking at these particular realities we are faced with, don't you also think that this same thought force where you talk, no go fit break through. Looking at the fact, say, irrespective of where you be you to, they are no longer looking at party or regions or this person is representing my region, but they are looking at what will provide that immediate solution to them.
What you talk, it is correct. But at the same time, we guys still understand, say, we guys face the current reality where we did now.
Okay.
So the way the system be now, the system, the way it be now, we guys follow them the way it be now. If we look for change, the change where we want, say, okay, make one third force come, it will take at least some time to build. Because you get what they call political structure. For you to become president of this country, you need wings. Your political structure wings got spread for the 36 states. And this, for 36 states, where we talk of thousands of polling units. Make I give one example now. For Adamawa State, you get one local government where they call Mubi. That local government, polling units, they on top rock. From that place, you see Cameroon. If you go there, mostly, now old people and some kind of people where they vote. Some party no go get agents for that polling units on the day of election.
But then, may I chip in? This election is not defined by polling units. It is defined by individuals, people. We'll go say, this is who I want, irrespective of where they be.
Okay, now, make I break down something for you. for the whole Nigeria, one region I get the highest number of registered voters, 22.25 million, which is Northeast.
Okay.
This Northeast, we get 22 million now. Okay, make we look our candidates. Make we say, okay, for this election now, make we say na 3 people. Now we know say, okay, now 3 people did this race. Inside these 3 people, for Northeast now, 22.25 million voters. It get one particular candidate. I had a show of my own candidate.
Okay.
Say for this 22 million, at least, in go get 70% for that 22 million. Make we come Northeast. Northeast, we get 12 million voters for Northeast. My candidates come from Northeast. For Northeast, now just like 2 states where I know they show, we go get like 90%. This thing what they tell you now statistics. Now come North Central, we get 15 million voters for North Central. This North Centrals now, the numbers will break. At least, at the look, say we go get maybe, at the look 50% or 55%. The rest will break. Now, Northeast, we get at least, we get about 17 million for Northeast. For Southeast, we get 10 million voters. And for South, we get 40 million. Now, this South and 40 million for South and Southeast 10 million, we know say one particular candidate will get more of the vote for this particular region. Now, me, my own candidate, will still get at least 40 to 45% for this place. Now, come Southwest, Lagos alone get 7 million. And inside this 7 million where Lagos get, what will they look for to win? Now, maybe 25 to 30%. Now we need from in short, the whole Southeast, we just need like 25 to 30%. Add to the other number where we don't get. This is not a game of numbers.
Okay, but I still believe, say, it is not defined by, of course, this analysis.
Unkubi, what we go do now is to open our phone lines,
yes.
So that those when they house, when we want ask our Ogbonge visitor question, they go ask a question. This matter will be say, because the election for State House of Assembly now still March, I dey very sure say this conversation, we go still meet up for front, because you'll come again. They will come focus on something when they very, very important, because when I've been starting introduction, I've been talking about, say, Banky W come here last week. Say people like them Banky, then they go represent us for Abuja to make law for the whole country. Say people like you now they go allow Sa to make law for the state. People go they look, say, why are they confusing me? Which one be person they go Abuja, person they go state? So what you go do now to just quickly narrow this conversation down, so that those will be say they watch us go no say, oh okay. So now the work when these people then they do be that. Okay, if now this work they do, what exactly they do for us? Now we'll just be very, very clear now. Especially when we say they go represent the people of your constituency, in this case, it's yours are 2, or inside the Lagos State House of Assembly. What will be some of your job description? But before you answer, we get Lawrence. Lawrence, they call us from Jos, the Plateau State capital. Oga Lawrence, welcome to Aside Hot. We greet you, Oga Lawrence.
How on a day?
We dey fine.
Some things where that your analyst of me, I don't agree. I don't agree for some of them at all.
Talk your mind. Why you don't agree?
Well, if you don't tell us the number of individuals where don't payment, we know they are allowed to get for that register. You go take that one into consideration. Then if they calculate, say Northeast, for example, say your candidate get up for Northeast, where Bruno State did. Bruno State not there for Northeast.
Bruno State there Northeast now.
Bashi State not there. Taraba, Adamawa, and the rest of them. So he's just looking at me as he's saying, just they look for Adamawa and Taraba State. So that's the analysis. Me, I don't agree for that analysis.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for this your contribution. But it go good make we point them out here. Say the figures they're very, very clear. The numbers are the numbers. I don't say you talk say make we factor say some people feed don't buy. But what will they deal with now? Now the statistics and the figures will be say the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) don't put out. Anything can happen on election day, especially if people come out in their numbers to vote for their preferred candidates. This question about Lagos State House of Assembly or those when the State House of Assembly are waiting then they do. In a nutshell, we will just like make in 60 seconds, you just summarize what it go be your job description or people like Una, the kind of work we be say Una they do.
The thing be say, people like us, we want to represent our constituency. So for Lagos State now, where are they run for State House of Assembly? Now to represent that constituency for state level in policy making. So the thing be say, people guys know say policy making, it gets positive way, it affects people's life. whether we like them or not. And some policies fit dey difficult for some human being, and some policies fit change some people's life. Now, I dey represent my constituency, because if you look right from small, I don't be head boy from secondary schools to university levels. I don't be leader for so many of associations where I don't dey. So me, I don't see how my community dey. Now VI they born me. I grew up. I do my primary school for VI. I do my secondary school for Ikoyi. So all my life, I don't live for this community. So I know the problems where we they get. And if you see my constituency, most of the big companies, headquarters, it dey my constituency. Construction, real estate, all of them dey my constituency. Yet, youth will no get work. If you check,
plenty for your
plenty for Barak.
No vex. We get David. David, they call us from Edo State. David, welcome to us in the hot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sharp.
Hey, David, talk to us.
Okay. I want to talk to the young man where they talk for the studio. It be like say they talk for the political line. Yeah, God bless you, sir. My talk for this matter is say, they hear you.
They hear you.
Okay, David, it be like say your volume dey up. We dey talk say make them bring them down. Miriam, welcome to us in the hot.
Good evening, Nkubi and husband material.
Miriam.
Oga, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Let me start with Supreme Court. You see this country, this same incident has happened in Imo State. And Nigerians did not make an issue out of it. It flies. Now, what did the INEC laws say about any candidate that did not contest for primary?
The electoral law.
INEC, are they trying to play with our head? They have to hand over to Supreme Court. And now the Supreme Court wants to tell us that INEC rules does not play out in an election? Is that what they are trying to tell us? They should not even try this one in 2023. Then your analyst, I don't agree with your analysis. Thank you very much. Then next one, Oga, what are you going to do for Etiosa 2? What will you do about flooding on the island? What will you do about drainage in the island? What will you do about bad roads in the island? Thank you very much.
All right, Miriam, thank you very much. But it go good make we point out, say, the law of our country, everybody they subject to the law. All of us, the law pass us. Then the judiciary, now then they interpret the law. This one not concern INEC. INEC don't do what they want to do. Now the Supreme Court, the highest court for this country, now their interpretation of the law, now it be that. Like we talk, you feel not agree. But once Supreme Court don't judge matter, now God, now you feel report to. Now this Madam Miriam, when you see, so now our women leader out of us in the hot. She get plenty workers. You get one the way she lock her shop. Tell all them they go collect PVC. So she be stakeholder for this Etiosa who they talk so now. Okay. And she don't ask you question now. Over to you. I should say she carry Byro. They mark.
They expect
she talk about flooding. She talk about bad roads. Over to you.
So many things there we will fit fix for Etiosa constituency too. Like for example now, Takwabe alone, we get like 7 communities we fall into my constituency. And Takwabe, no hospital, no even primary health center for Takwabe. If woman get pregnant, get emergency, they go carry them for inside boats. Even whether na 2 AM, whether na 4 AM, whether na person get and boats for nights, it is very, very dangerous. Sometimes they no fit make them. And the thing I say, na Lagos Island they go. Because for Etiosa, we no get general hospital. Yes, we no get general hospital for Etiosa. We no get hospital or primary health care where the common person fit afford. And we get 13 barracks, or let's say 14 barracks. And we get communities like Takwabe, Ogogoro, and the rest of them, where they those riverine areas. School self, now one community get school. You get one time where students from the other, children, 7 to 5 years, they go school from the other community where boats capsize. So now, those communities, waiting then they get by living for this constituency, where all the multinational big companies, they. And now them plenty pass, if you check them. Now them plenty pass. Now them they vote. Election day, all these companies where they see so, staff, they go back to where they stay. These people, now them they come outside, they come vote. Waiting then get, nothing day for them. Rain go fall, you go see water full everywhere. Now, to Madam Miriam, the solution to this drainage, one, if we get clean environment, it go help us from our gutters, make you know they block. Because now the small dirty where they throw away, now they block all those canals. Now, if you check that Obalende bridge, under that bridge, mechanic people there where they sell meat. That place, I will say, if you bring the picture, make you just put. It don't block. It don't block. You know they move. So. If I want water go there for like maybe 2-3 days before water go come out. Some areas the gas carry a pumping machine come pump water they come out, and you're not supposed to be like that.
Honorable Zamani, I don't even they call you honorable. Hey, now wow, is this a prophecy? It's very very important. Make we point out say this conversation will go get them again.
Yes.
The reason why we carry you confess. Now make people first they see with their eyes, and we go first congratulate you say you not run.
Okay.
Some people they run.
Of course. No.
We know they collect money from anybody. We know they beat anybody. We beat you.
No.
Shebi now even Madam Mary ask you question.
Yes.
So we go call them. They go tell us say, okay, I will be there. Then when they don't they reach that day, they'll call us speak English. No, they'll tell us. First tell us say, I'm sorry, the exigencies of my campaign. You don't reach to call interview. Don't speak English. Don't worry. Anywhere where you want, we go do it. Whether na town hall different, we'll call you and do it. Whether na debate, we go do it. Mona no continue to the run. So now you get this handshake. But I promise you say, you'll come again.
No problem.
From that first time to the end, now your plans for us. And we'll go bring person when they contest with you.
No wala. And it gets one thing where young people guys know. Because if you want change, all of us they go for president. We want a good president.
Yeah.
But the little positions they like State House of Assembly for the constituency, and we get House of Reps. These are people where they represent us for our community. So if we fit get credit people for that our community, at least make the change start from our community. So as the change start from our community, we young people, if we dominate assembly, we dominate reps, and we dominate senate, at least we go up. So as we they go up, we they get dominance. We they get at least numbers. Say okay. Now young people, nine dominate reps. Now young people, 9 dominate senate. So this now body where we say it there for policy making. So that way change will start from our own community. Because sometimes some people don't know who to hold responsible. Maybe the House of Assembly don't pass one bill where don't affect you. Maybe you they come out now. It's supposed to go like this. As you they go house. You don't pass bill, say this side, nobody fit pass. Now like this they go pass. You now go come outside say, Mr. President, which kind of country we dey? But whereas now the person where they represent you, now him pass that bill, now him not supposed to go responsible.
Dr. Zamani, now you get this handshake.
No
you
problem.
try.
Thank
you go
you
come
very
again
much.
on top of us.
Thank you very much.
People they talk say Nigeria and our country no go spoil. Make we join our hand together to move this our country go the permanent site. Wednesday, Friday we will come back. 7 o'clock, go reach 8 o'clock. Mona continue to watch as in the heart. God bless Nigeria.
When life gets busy, you can always rely on Go TV to make things a little easier. Upgrade to the next package and we'll boost you to a higher package for free. Go TV. Love it.
Ma, ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ṣẹ́rí wọ́n bá ọkọ̀ alẹ́gò bàbá yí ẹ̀ mo wá gbọ́ pù mo ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mama wọ́n gba penalty ayé ẹ̀ lọ́dún yìí.
Raymond, what did he just do?
Can you drop the fuck now?